Hey guys, welcome to my review of the fake Nike Superflies from Aliexpress. Today we're going to be going over all of the things you need to know about this shoe. Let's start off with the upper. The upper is pretty thin and it's really flexible too. The Flyknit on it feels alright, but it's definitely way more thin than the actual Superflies. But it still feels alright. Also, the Flyknit on these shoes doesn't stretch as much as the normal Superflies. So if you have wide feet, I don't recommend these shoes because it was really tough for me to get my feet into them. Instead of the upper having a plasticky feel like I expected, it's more like a synthetic, and it pretty much is a synthetic. It's definitely not plasticky at all, and it's really soft. This is definitely more soft than most fake shoes. The upper also has a slight grip to it, which is nice. The upper and the synthetic are really a decent quality for a knockoff, and I'm pleasantly surprised with it. The fit of the collar is really tight, and like I said before, it's really hard to get a wide foot in there. My left foot is kind of bigger than my right foot, and I couldn't fit my left foot into the boot at all, so I actually had to cut the collar on it, and it pretty much just wrecked the whole shoe, and I probably shouldn't have done it. But just keep that in mind when buying these shoes. If you do have wide feet, it is nearly impossible to get your foot into. The shoe looks nearly identical to the real Superflies, especially from a distance. You can really only see the differences if you're up close and you're actually touching the shoe. Yeah, the flywire on the side, everything's in position. The flywire on the side is exactly where it should be. The color is pretty much the same. Everything is in the correct place that it should be. Also keep in mind the flywire in here has no effect at all. It's just for show. It also has the ACC label, even though it obviously has no effect. The sole plate of the shoe looks really nice. The carbon fiber looks good, and everything just looks great. All the studs are in the correct positions, and these shoes should perform the same as the top-end Superflies. It has an internal plastic heel counter, even though it's pretty much non-existent. It's just a thin little layer of plastic, but it's still there, and it still has a little bit of effect. The shoe is really flexible, like you can pretty much just bend it all the way around. The fit of the shoe is pretty wide. Almost all foot types can get in there. The only real problem is the collar. Just you pretty much cannot fit your foot in there. Like I said before, it's just way too tight. And these shoes do run a full size down, pretty much. Usually I'm a size 9, but I went down to a size 8 and they fit perfect. All in all, these are a good shoe. I definitely expected much worse. I definitely expected them to be much worse quality, and I am pleasantly surprised with the build quality, even though they are knockoff shoes. If you have wide feet, I don't recommend these shoes, not because of the upper, but because of the Flyknit collar, just because it is just so tight. But yeah, good shoe. Definitely better than what I expected. The upper is soft, especially right out of the box. It's not plasticky at all. It's an actual synthetic. The only real downside of the shoe is just the collar, and it's a fake shoe. Okay guys, thanks for watching my review. Like and subscribe.